There is a new lightning record out there from a type of lightning meteorologists have only been studying since about 2007. I read the paper so you don't have to. I'm meteorologist Serena Arnold. Let's talk about mega flashes. Your typical lightning strike can be up to about 30 miles long, but this new type of lightning strike, these mega flashes, broke a record at 515 miles long. A mega flash is a lightning strike that sets off a whole series of lightning strikes that can travel the entire length of a storm. Think of it like setting up dominoes. If you set a whole bunch of them up and line them up, you just have to tap that first one and they all fall. That's what mega flashes are. If you want to know more about how regular lightning works, I have a video pinned to the top of my profile. Go check it out. A mega flash is a single continuous long horizontal flash that extends for hundreds of kilometers or miles through the clouds, initiating up to hundreds of cloud-to-ground strikes. They will set off strikes in parts of storms that haven't seen lightning for over 30 minutes, and these are the type that send sprites up into space. So while looking at data from lightning mapping arrays and also from the geostationary lightning mapper, the GLM, that is on board like the GOES satellite systems, these NOAA satellites, GOES 16, 17, and 18, and 19, they were looking at that data and said, we've kind of been looking at this wrong. In 2024, the entire database was reprocessed with new computational models, and they said, oh my gosh, we completely missed and overlooked this early morning discharge that happened on the 22nd of October, 2017. The current mega flash record was 768 kilometers, but this one ended up being 829 kilometers or 515 miles. If you're in the States, that's the distance from Dallas to Kansas City. If you're in Europe, it's the distance from Paris to Milan. After this was discovered, the people who wrote this paper went, oh my God, this is really cool and crazy. And they reached out to the World Meteorological Organization on it, and they put together an evaluation committee of other meteorologists, other very smart people to evaluate this and see if this was the case. Because science is peer-reviewed. And they found that this QLCS, a quasi-linear convective system, had a very, very active, sharp line of reflectivity in the front and a very dull one in the back. And what happened is a mega flash went from the front part of this line into the back section of the storm and set off a domino effect. And it ended up creating lightning that stretched from end to end 515 miles long. This mega flash lasted 7.39 seconds. It isn't the record for the longest mega flash. The record for the longest mega flash is over 17 seconds, and this happened in Argentina and Uruguay of June of 2020. The several authors of this paper and the entire World Meteorological Office committee that came together that looked at this said, yep, this is legit. The reason this mega flash is so unique and is like the domino effect is because it's lightning that occurs in the primary band of a storm, where behind it you have more of your dull, your drab rain. It's stratiform. To be honest, it's not very exciting, but you still get an imbalance of electrons, but not enough to set off a lightning strike to do anything about it. So you have this slight imbalance over a very large area, and you're not like rubbing your feet on the carpet and building up that charge and touching something to discharge it. It just slowly and gradually keeps building and waits for that tipping point. This mega flash occurs when you have lightning occur in the main part of the storm. It goes back into that stratiform section, and that sets off the dynamite. That's what sets off the entire backside of the system to discharge in a way that it can't otherwise. This paper stresses that flashes at this extreme scale have always existed and are now becoming identifiable as our detection capabilities and processing methods improve. And it's going to make us rethink lightning safety, because this illustrates the threat of a newly recognized bolt from the gray or bolt from the blue from distant cells, but one that can travel many hundreds of miles. And that's because these mega flashes occur in regions of organized storm systems that might seem inactive, with 30 minutes or longer passing between flashes. That goes beyond the 30-30 rule and kind of highlights some interesting things we need to think about with regard to lightning safety. This is really cool stuff. And now I have another meteorological event to add to my bucket list.